Hey, it's Bao. I just filled up my matcha tin, and that means there are a few Mind Over Matcha episodes that I have planned coming up, and some other content too, so you have something to look forward to. By the way, shout out to Chafinity. Today I want to talk about something that I've been struggling with, I struggle with often, and that is becoming fixated with a big, ambitious vision of something that I'm making before I actually go and make it, which causes me to kind of get stuck in that phase and never actually go make it. So, I like to take the production value of everything I make pretty seriously, and I think it's been trained into me over years in art school and design school and working as a creative director at design agencies. So it's kind of hard to shake that habit of getting stuck in envisioning this grandiose final product before you go and make the thing. But recently I watched a film analysis of the movie Adaptation by Spike Jonze. I think it's from like 2002, which inspired me to actually go watch the movie again, and it's really good. You should watch it. But the premise of the movie basically is that the main character, Charlie Kaufman, is a screenwriter, and he kind of drives himself crazy writing this new screenplay because he obsesses over, or he kind of gets caught up in all of the things it shouldn't be. Like, he shoots down all of the possibilities of this film because it might be too cliche, like too Hollywood. So, like, for example, he doesn't want car chases or sex or guns or whatever about this movie about orchids, flowers. And so he, has all these expectations, preconceptions, and he pretty much paralyzes himself and drives himself crazy. Meanwhile, his twin brother Don, who's not a writer, decides he's going to write a screenplay, and he just goes and does it. And it becomes this big success, right? Charlie shares his screenplay with his agent, and the agent is like, 2 super talented writers in the same family? Wow. And sometimes I feel like I'm both of those characters in one Vietnamese guy. But the main character in this movie is always saying no to everything, right? Because it could be too cliche, or it's been done before. He thinks artists should always be doing something new because he's an artist, right? And so he never gets started. However, for me, I keep saying yes to everything. Like, I want to do everything. I want to present every idea in an original way. I want everything to look beautiful. I want to be clever, and I want to go above and beyond because, like, I'm an artist, right? But, I also get paralyzed by my own ambitions. But my goofy twin brother wants to just go out there and make stuff like a naive, idealistic child with nothing to prove to anyone, right? Or to himself. And it's not effortless. It's just free of the baggage and the expectations. So he just does it. So one of the morals in the story in Adaptation is change. Change in people, change in places, change in relationships, scenarios, and that there is no story without change. And it's up to the character to adapt to that change, or always feel out of place in their own storyline, the way that Charlie Kaufman feels in this movie. And I've kind of been feeling that lately, like just a little out of place in my own timeline. So my adaptation is to find approaches that will help me make things more consistently with a lower commitment to production value and things that add friction to my process, basically. Like, to change my approach so that I can flow better and make things, even though they're not always up to my ambitions as an artist. And so I have a few more videos coming up. I'd love to know what you think about them and what you think about this approach in general. So leave me a comment. Is it lowering my standards? Maybe. Is it rebalancing my priorities? Definitely. And I think that's something that I've been doing in a lot of different areas of my life lately. Rebalancing my priorities, making things sustainable and enjoyable while I'm doing them. So earlier this year, I put out a new musical album under a brand new artist name called Dragonfroot, Dragonfroot, Dragonfroot. And it took me 2 years to make this record. I also sat on it for 1 year without putting it out. And so earlier this year, I just put it out with no promotion or any supporting visual art, because I just wanted it to be out there with the intention that I would make the supporting content later and trickle that out as it flows out of me. It's sort of like the anti-TikTok release strategy. And so if you'd like to check out my new album, you can get links to where to stream it at dragonfroot.com. I'd love to know what you think of the new music, the new approach. And in closing, adapting to an ever-changing universe, I can't promise that everything I put out is going to be a banger, and I can't promise any level of consistency that I super admire in a lot of other creators. But I will constantly be making things as it organically comes out of me. And as I train myself to embrace that beginner's mind and allow things to organically unfold in my creative process, because I know that making something is so much better than making the thing if it drives you crazy and it takes forever. And so it's funny because I give this advice to people all the time, to other artists, that you should just make a bunch of stuff, get it out of your system, because you are an infinite well of creativity. There's no lack of it. And so perhaps it is time for Bao to take his own advice. And yeah, let's see where it goes. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.